Oh, hi. I didn't see you come in. Bruh. How are you? Black Cavendish? No? You know, the people that live their lives, everything, we've all known these people, everything's based around weed, man. Weed or veganism or whatever it is. One-note people. Never dug them. Never dug them.
This is the Lion's Den. I hope you knew that before you tuned in. This is where the angels and the devils fight. And they're choosing up sides tonight. Me, I'm part man, part monkey, part mystery. And the angels and the devils are playing tug of war with my personality. Who's going to win tonight?
What do you think? We haven't started the show yet. What's the slide? Give me some slides. Give me something. Oh, that's Mark Farner. God, I had a great time with him. He's a great American. Now, Mark Farner, everybody's doing the locomotion. We're an American band. We're coming to your town. There he is. We're going to party down. Great Detroit band. Mark Farner. Grand Funk Railroad. And they will funk you up, brother. They are good. Who else we got? What else we got? You know, I don't like the guy, but a couple of weeks ago, he didn't deserve to be fired over what he did. God, that's political correctness, but, you know, it comes back to bite you on the ass. He is Don Lemon, and he was a lemon. Next. What's the next? Oh, yeah. I did an episode about my experience with the Momo Monster growing up in Missouri, and it's Blurry Creatures is the podcast. If you want to check it out, look for my episode. It's getting very good ratings, and it's all true. Next. My boy Tucker. I talked about once a week still. I'll have an update coming up. Next. Did you know this? The book of Mark, the book of Luke, the book of Matthew all talk about how demons refer to themselves as they and them. Isn't that something?
I mean, isn't that something?
Next. What do we got next? Oh, my friend Dave Salvaggio, Guncraft Beer. I don't know if it's still available, but we were talking about Bud Light. You don't need that fluid in you. You don't need that dripping all over your chin. But how about that? Okay. It looks like a delicious beer as well. Anything else? Oh, okay. All right. Well, we're going to start the show here. But I'm reminded of a show we recently had Jackie the Joke Man on. And we went behind the scenes of my arch nemesis show. And Vice is going to be doing a special on me, The Dark Side of the 90s, coming up in June. And I'll let you know about it. Stay tuned here. But I used to imagine, whether it was Blandmeyer or Fat Ass Has-Been, Steve Dull, or any of those jerk-offs, the coward from New York, I would imagine the conversation that I would have driving to work in my little 72 Ford Maverick. And it went something like this. I stand accused of being a social climber. But the truth is, I'm not social at all. I will pull the rug out from under you. I'll step on your hands and watch them bleed. I've been there. I've done that. What's next? You want to copy me? Do you? You want to steal my show? Is that what you want to do, huh? You wonder, how come I have all the answers? How come I have all the ratings? And I tell you, I haven't a clue. Except for God above. And now they want to pull me back into the game. And here I sit in Mueller Manor. I've been there. I've done that. What's next? I've been there. I've done that. What's next? Oh, the posh traveling life for me. I got my pith helmet. I am going on an archaeological dig to find space alien artifacts. I think it's quite a gag. Everyone else is very serious. It's not a joint. It's Cuban. Little small Cuban I got in Tulum, Mexico. Have you heard of this place? It is quite happening. Lots of gringos pulled over, man. Miles and miles of moms and minivans pulled over, getting the shakedown for money. But very nice folks. We never got pulled over, thank God. And anyway, here I sit. Can we turn off the rock and roll in the background? It's quite annoying. Yeah, thank you, Rob. You could have faded. Anyway, here we are, guys, and we are all the way live, and it's 7:06 right now, Monday the 8th. All right, vitamin D. You got to get vitamin D. Make sure you go out there. Some people say you got to spread your butt cheeks and you get it through your beehole. But make sure you're taking your vitamin D. They don't want you to know that because everything, and I mean everything, even the Bud Light spokes, whatever, everything, all the policies of the world are about less humanity. Everything is about you dying. You are the cattle they don't want on their planet. You've seen Bill Gates give the numbers, and there are billions less than are on Earth right now. How's that going to happen? How do you think that's going to happen? So, and where did all the mentally ill go? I remember it during the Reagan years. The mentally ill suddenly disappeared. Well, they're on the streets now, and they're allowed to do just about anything. I said a Tucker update, and I do speak with him. We text. This isn't from him. This is from me and a lot of people close to the situation. As you know, I worked for Fox News Channel for 7 years. Highly rated segments. And I think they're going to keep him going until after the election. BlackRock is one of the big, it's a company. It's now a big part of Fox. And they'll just keep his mouth shut until after the election contractually. Also, BlackRock, which I predicted and others are predicted, many months ago, maybe a year or so ago, did you see BlackRock's going to rebuild Ukraine? That's the sound of you getting it right up the keister. You're paying for it. The money laundering place, Ukraine, where they put all their money, where they have all the factories with the kids, where the elites get everything they want, man. Where they get their stuff to look young, you're getting a big one. Our tax dollars. I found out Brandon Johnson and his ilk, the dummy craps in Illinois, looks like my property taxes are going to double. Oh, because we need programs. That's what I think. It's what I think. It's what I think because they tell me. It's what I think because they tell me. And if they tell me they're lying, I say, no, they're not, because I believe the programming. It's what they tell me. When I see the folks jumping up and down on the buses and burning cars and beating people because they're white, I just think more programs. That's what I think. If I just worked harder and made more money, more programs. That'll make everything better. If I hate myself and just give them more money. Oh, yes. $1.2 million per person of a certain kind. In California, they voted on today. $1.2 million per person. That'll make slavery go away. Think it'll fix anything? Yeah, me neither. Tucker gone until after the election. How great. The only one telling the truth. Some Proud Boys went to jail today, and I'm not going to talk about it because, I don't want to die. I don't want to die. I don't want to go to jail. So much for free speech. There is no free speech. Are you paying attention yet? Do you remember when I told you that 20 years ago? Do you remember the shit I took on the radio? Do you like how everything I told you would come true has come true? Do you think one of these assholes that fought with me has called up and said, wow, you were right. Oh, boy, was I a dumb shit? No. Look, I'm no Jesus. I do worship Jesus. Where's my Bible? I do worship. Oh, here it is. I do worship Jesus. I do. But man, they'll crucify, they'll kill, they'll do whatever they have to do to the messenger. I do love this book every day, Jesus Calling. If you don't have it, I've bought, probably 1,000 of these and given them out, haven't I? Yeah. I give them to everybody, but Jesus calling every day. You just read a little pep talk from Jesus. Jesus calling. Who's it by? Oh, Sarah something. I've written over it. I give out so many I have to write on here. It's my copy. Okay. Anyway, where was I? Let's get back to it. Next week, we're going to have a man that is leaving America, and he's been talking to me about leaving America. And I've talked to Germans that escaped and Jewish folks that escaped Nazi Germany. One of the most successful things I ever did was at Central Missouri State University, where I sent 2 kids to college every year. And we had 2 twins that were operated on by Dr. Mengele. They had the tattoos, people lined up, and they talked about the signs. And they're all here. They're all here. And the smart folks went, maybe I better get out of Germany. You know, when they're yelling things like, Jew, go home. Jew, go home. You don't have to turn on your TV or listen to your radio or watch anything to realize that our kind aren't welcome here anymore. Freedom fighters, people that believe in things like don't tread on me, and things like the right to protect myself, the right to not get the shit kicked out of me and killed because of my skin color. Silly things, silly things that we were brought up on. The right to turn right on red. Oh, you can turn right on red. You can turn right. Oh, unless there's a camera there, then they're going to steal more money from you. The bastards. The troops right now are going to our border. 1 million influx. Why are they going there? To arrest people that are illegally invading our country? Are the troops going there to arrest the people that are illegally coming into our country? Are they there to arrest the people that are coming into your country? No, they're processing them there and helping them. Your tax dollars at work, asshole. How's it feel? Oh, and if I want to get a finger cut off, I had a doctor tell me, Dr. Ronnie, if I go in and say I want my finger cut off, no. You've got mental illness. We're not going to cut off your finger. If a second grader goes in and says, cut off my finger, no. But if it's your penis, you're a hero. You're a hero. Oh, they throw a parade for you because you mutilated your genitals. Oh, do you love the new world? Huh? Do you love it? Do you love the world I warned you about? Do you? Your finger? No. What ass? You're insane. What about my penis? You're a hero. I'll put you on a can. We'll put you on a can. Do you like it in the can? I like it in the bottle. Here's to all of you. What did Dice used to say? Here's to you, suck it. Okay. Read a study. Where do you want to be when the shit hits the fan? Do you know one of the worst places in America to be when the shit hits the fan? Do you want to know? Chicago. Chicago, that toddling town. Look, we don't have the First Amendment for stuff we don't like. I'm friends with the kids that played My Three Sons. It's before my time. It's before your time. It was a hit show, and I like the kids. The kid that played Ernie is on Bosch, and he was cheering because Tucker was kicked off. And I said, okay, yeah, it's not your point of view, but that's the thing. I think it was called Piss Jesus or something. You may remember it, maybe not, but it was Jesus Christ on a cross in a vat of piss. And I would like to beat the shit out of the person that did it. I'd like to dip them in a vat of piss until they drown, but it was free speech. People burning the flag. There was one museum you had to walk across the American flag as a statement. Now, it pissed me off as a patriotic red, white, and blue bleeder. You cut me, I bleed red, white, and blue. But we live in a free society. And I just simply said to Ernie from My Three Sons, it's the speech that we don't like that we have to protect, Ernie. Think you heard me? Yeah, me neither. So some guys met with me and they said they wanted to record me for 3 hours and do an AI version of my show. And it turns out it was a joke. Very good joke. I said I thought it might be a joke. Turns out it was a joke. Okay? So, yeah. No new cars with radios now. Do you know that? Do you know no new cars will have AM radio? And although I was on AM radio, and I did quite well on AM radio, it's really about silencing voices. Satellite, you can just turn off how many cars? They can control that. Your local AM radio station that could have Rush Limbaugh Rush that changed so much. Rush from where I grew up, basically near Suicide Falls, Missouri. Yeah. No radio in the new cars. The internet's so easy to control. People say, oh, Tucker will be bigger on the internet than ever before. I've got more censorship on the internet than I did on WLS radio. There's so much censorship here. I can't talk about the Proud Boys going to jail. 5 of 6, right? 5 of 6. Yeah, I can't talk about it. Yeah. My wife said she wants it to be like when we were dating. So I took her to Chuck E. Cheese and then dropped off at her mom's house. Tomorrow, I'm going to I got a new gun. I can't show you, but I'm going to DS Arms, and it's looks like a stack of credit cards. And it unfolds. It's a very cool gun. Look, I do pray. Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins has a great new set out called Atum, A-T-U-M. I highly recommend it. I was the first human being other than the band to hear it. But he believes that something will break through. Someone will break through. Some voice that they don't expect will break through. God, I hope it's true. And I pray that the age of truth will soon appear and that the end of lies is near. That's what I pray for. Samantha Gamer, 13 years old, sodomized by Roman Polanski, 43. Roman Polanski, he of the great movie Rosemary's Baby. Roman Polanski of Sharon Tate fame. Sharon Tate murdered by the Manson family. Many people believe that Manson was a CIA-controlled experiment, MK Ultra person, him and his family. They were, certainly his family was mind-controlled by Charlie, but did MK Ultra, the CIA, teach old Charlie in San Francisco? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know. But God, he was good at brainwashing. These were all successful beauty queens and football stars. Tex was a football star, and to do those horrible things. Anyway, Polanski gave a girl Quaaludes or pills, had her drink a bottle of champagne, 13 years old, and then anally raped her. And they posed recently for a picture, and isn't that great? And really, it's all about Epstein and his circle of friends and the people in power and the pedo lifestyle being accepted. You're going to see more and more of it. You see hints of it all the time. I mean, these are crazy times, right? I mean, look at what we're seeing. Committed liberals are now praising Rupert Murdoch for getting rid of the one true voice on TV, Tucker Carlson. And companies are thrilled that we're sending off so many billions of dollars to this money laundering place called Ukraine, and that we get to build weapons and bombs to kill so many. They cheer it on, the liberals, the commies, the hippies. This is a topsy-turvy, hodgepodge montage world. It is madness. Things have changed. But you see that Fox's ratings have gone into shitter. There's not going to be a liberal that's going to listen to them. They appease these people, and they get nothing for it. Who knows? Maybe the Murdoch children get something in the back end. I don't know. So, Newt and Roger Stone and I have had a conversation the last several weeks, and they believe it's Big Mike. Big Mike is going to be running. Big Mike against, it can't be Trump, can it? Would they let it be Trump? I mean, I would. A new poll out today, I think Washington Post said Trump wins by a landslide. That's if you believe in elections. That's if you believe in fair elections. Trump wins by a landslide. But will they give him a voice? Will they give him a platform? Have you seen what they've done to RFK? I mean, come on. When I grew up, the liberals loved JFK and RFK. You remember, they worshiped him. Now the boy they bash. You see how they edit what he says about the plague? RFK Jr., his voice is tough to listen to, but he's got a lot of good stuff to say. Anyway, Big Mike for president. Newt and Roger Stone say unbeatable. Michelle Obama for the presidency. Well, if you don't vote for her, you're a racist, you know? I was talking about how my property taxes are probably going to double because we need more programs for Brandon Johnson's communist dream. Those poor kids. They just want to burn cars and kill people. Oh, those poor children. Yep. If they just had more of my tax dollars, we could solve global warming. They can't fix homelessness, but if they jack up our taxes, they can. San Francisco gutted. Have you seen all the businesses leaving? Have you seen the businesses leaving my town of Chicago? This is what the Democrats do, and they keep voting for them. So it's like the abused woman syndrome, isn't it? I don't understand the African-American that could vote Democratic. Stay on what they call the plantation. There's no food here. Walmart's leaving. We can't buy stuff. What do we do? Did you see the folks protesting Walmart? They're mad at Walmart. We can't make money here. You keep stealing it from us. And so the money leaves. And now you've got more desperation, more troubles. So they jack up the taxes, and more leave, and they jack up the taxes. But I get it. I'm like an abused woman when it comes to Star Wars. I keep going back, and it sucks. Woke Kathleen Kennedy bullshit. I don't know. The Republicans and the Christians, they're the problem. They don't want perverts to talk to your children. I want perverts to talk to my kids. Finger? Oh, no, can't cut off my finger. Okay, I'm a hero if I... Okay. Do we have the guy from the Speakeasy? I'd like to talk with him briefly, and then I'm going to get off. If you've enjoyed anything you've seen, please comment. Please come to me on Instagram and look for me, the Emperor cartoon. They really do everything they can to keep me hidden. As I said, the third in charge of Instagram told me he's never seen anybody as shadow banned as me. But let's go to our guest if we have him. Do we have him? I'm happy to end right here. There he is. Hey, Adam, how are you? Can you hear me, Adam?
I'm here.
Okay.
How you doing, brother?
I'm good. What do you think about what you've heard so far?
I can hear you fine. Yeah. Can you hear me?
No. What do you think about have you heard the show?
I think it's really hard. Oh, yeah. I've listened the whole time.
And?
What do I think of the show so far? What you've said?
Yeah.
I'm surprised there's not fire shooting out of your eyes. I mean, out of everybody's head right now. I'm surprised we're not all in the streets with pitchforks looking for Frankenstein at this point, because it's pretty bad, brother. It is.
Yeah, the French.
I mean,
but you know what? We like to make fun of the French, but they're fighting back. So, Adam, where can we see you next? I know you do a lot of stuff.
Isn't that insane?
Yeah.
Yes, I mean, this Wednesday night, which is in 2 days, it's the Club Easy in St. Charles. I'm also going to be there at the end of the month at the Club 64. Ron and Esty's got a couple new places there. Can you hear me okay? Sorry, I can speak up. Ron and Esty's got a couple new places over there in the Arcata Theater. He's remodeled the whole thing, 1920s speakeasy, all authentic. Club 64 is like the old studio out in this old club out in Vegas. Everyone used to hang out. It's kind of designed that way. It's very cool. I'm performing there as well at the end of the month. But this Wednesday, there's still tickets available. So
this Wednesday night in Des Plaines?
In St. Charles at the Arcata Theater, the Club Arcata.
Okay. All right. And then at both theaters, St.
Okay?
Charles and at St. Charles and Des Plaines, the John Anderson of Yes will be there Friday and Saturday. We have a horrible connection. I would like to spend more time with him. We're going to end it. Adam, I love you. Have a great show Wednesday. I'm sorry. I don't know what that was, man. But love you. No, it's great. Love you guys.
And, love you too, brother. No, thank you very much. It's all good.
We'll be back Monday.
Thank you very much. There's things,
live.